Hey guys, Tammy here. I thought I would show you a video today on how to cut up a watermelon. I feel like that's just a basic, simple skill, but I also kind of figured that not everyone buys their watermelon whole. Some people buy it like already chopped up. It's super expensive to do it that way because this watermelon at Walmart was only like less than $5. I think it was like $4.68 or somewhere around there. So if you buy it whole, it's way cheaper. This watermelon is humongous. And I know it's intimidating for some to cut it up on their own, but I also like to buy these for like parties. Like if people say, can you bring like fruit, dessert, anything like that, something sweet, a watermelon is a very good way to bring something to like a picnic or barbecue, and it won't break the bank, but you have to know how to cut it up. So I thought I would show you guys how to do that today. This is my watermelon, and I'm gonna start with it flat sideways. So what you need to do it is a sharp knife, a container to put it in, and then I just have a bag to put the rind in. But you could actually, sorry, I'm trying to move this out of the way. You could actually do things with the rind too. I know you can do pickled. I'm not gonna do that today. I was gonna do that the last time I got a watermelon, but maybe the next time I will. So first, I always cut it directly in half. Looks pretty good. Looks a little almost overly ripe to me, but it is what it is. That's what you get, right? So I always cut it in half first, and then I put it on the flat side down. And then maybe I can bring it down a little more. And I just start by cutting off the rind, and it's thick, so that's why you want a sharp knife. Now, if you have chickens, I used to love to give these to my chickens. I would just put it in the coop like this, and they would peck at it, and they loved it. And when I cut up my watermelon, I start by getting all the big chunks off, all around, like keep it flat, work my way around. And then, oh, I know that totally just dropped it around because I'm not using my bag. I'm trying to just show you guys, and I'll clean up my mess later. Then I go flat here, and then I kind of work the white off. Of course, this one is like not amazing, so it has a little more white on it. My last watermelon was like so perfect. It was super red and like perfectly ripe. I just get all the little, because that's going to be not as sweet. There we go. And then you could flip it back upside down because we flattened that if you wanted to. But I always just start like this, and I keep it on the little flat. You can get rid of all this little white if you want. All right, so I get it to this point. Keep it flat. There we go. And then I do thick slices. And then depending on what you're using it for, like if you were gonna take this to a party, do you want people to have pieces this big, or do you wanna cut it this way too? And you can do pieces like this big, or even grab from the center and have pieces this big. Now I like mine bite size, so I go one more. So I pretty much put it on its side. Actually, I'm gonna eat that. Yeah, this isn't as good as my last one. That sucks. It's my fault because I didn't pick the piece that had a big yellow spot on it like I always do. So, like that. Kind of see how it looks. And usually what I do is I fill up my container, and then anything left over, Like if I have a whole nother half of watermelon here and it's big. So I will usually cut up as much will fill up in here. And then the rest, I dehydrate it for snacks. You can blend it up for smoothies or freeze it. See, this is like already a huge container. I gotta do this other half. So there's plenty of things. And then if you have like family or friends nearby, gift them half your watermelon or cut up a couple chunks for them. That's a good way. I just like to keep everything as clean as possible. And then, so you saw me do half. I'm gonna do this half the same. You don't really need to see me do the same exact thing twice, but I'm gonna fill this up, everything left over, I'm probably gonna dehydrate, and then I'm gonna wipe down all the stickiness because it'll leave a big mess all over your counter. So here's just like an easy how to cut up a watermelon. Hopefully you guys get a better watermelon than I do, and the next one as well. I always like watermelon from Mexico. They always turn out good. I know depending on where you live is probably where you get your watermelons from, but in Wyoming, this one was from Mexico. I don't know if they come from California too, but anyways, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or if you have like better tips or other tips for this, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.